We weren't gonna get on here and tell you guys this, but the more that we got into it, the crazier it got. So here we are. Maggie and I have been looking for a house in a warmer climate for over a year now. We put an offer in on a place a year ago. Because of financial reasons, we weren't able to close the house. We just sold our very first home, so we're in a much better financial situation. We found our dream home. Maggie said, put an offer on it immediately before it goes, and we did. The offer was accepted. We were so excited because we weren't able to offer as much as they're asking, but still, given the market, it was a very competitive offer. We did notice, however, that the house went off the market for a day, went pending, and then off of the market, and then was relisted. So we're like, okay, whatever, it was a fluke. So we put an offer in. The owner of the house sent us a really nice message. He's a veteran, I'm a veteran. He basically said he thought the universe was bringing us together and it was perfect timing for him, perfect timing for us. So he accepted the offer. That's where things got a little bit weird. We had to get inspections done like any house that you purchase. And this house just happened to be on the water. So there was a seawall. We had the seawall inspector check everything out, and the seawall report surprised us, to say the least. The report basically said that the seawall was in complete disrepair and needed fixed immediately. We then got a second opinion just to make sure, and that second opinion said basically the same thing. The cost of this repair was upwards of almost $150,000. Which we did not have. We did not give this report to anybody. We were the only ones that had it. We shared it with our real estate agent, but she didn't show anybody else. The owners knew that we were at the house because we had to notify them that we were going to be there. All of a sudden, we get a text from the owner, and it states, we lowered the price because of that seawall. You guys didn't know about the seawall? Nowhere in the real estate listing did it say anything about a seawall needing repaired. We were quite surprised. On top of this, in the listing, it stated sold turnkey, meaning it was going to come with everything. We ended up on the phone with our real estate agent and the seller at the house, and they did validate that it was turnkey. Everything was staying except for some boxes that they had. We found out after the fact that was not the case either. They wanted to sell the furniture, which, whatever, we settled that. They lowered the price of the furniture. We said okay. But that was prior to the seawall issue. At this point, we're like, we don't have this money. We don't think that our mortgage is going to cover a house that needs a seawall repaired at $150,000. So we were like, could you possibly credit us a little bit, work with us here? The next thing we get is a termination letter. And what happened, Maggie?
They relisted the house.
They relisted the house within seconds. We didn't sign the termination letter. Is this legal, guys? You tell me. I don't know. Now, obviously, at this point, we're not interested in the house anyways because the whole process has been weird and shady. Still, oh, and one more thing. They happened to rent out the house while we were in pending status and trying to get inspections. We didn't know this. So what happens if we do our inspections, your renters damage the property? Are we liable for it? I don't know. Next house.